In this video, we'll go through the process of redeeming a RealFlight Evolution content card, in this case a $20 card, for a RealFlight quarterly content pack. On the back of your content card, you'll find a scratch-off sticker. Scratch it off and there will be a code under it. This is the one I'll be using today. I'll move it out of the way right now. The card instructs me to go to realflight.com/QCP to find my choices. And here are all the quarterly content packs. As of right now, there's one, so the choice is easy. These will be released quarterly. We'll add this one to our cart. I should already be logged in, so I do need to accept cookies in order to see the checkout button. Checkout. Yes, good, logged in. I want to make sure to select email as my shipping method because there's no physical product to ship here. As of right now, I still show a total, but we're going to get to redeeming the code in a moment, and that will take it away. So next I do continue to payment, and here I'm going to enter my redemption code. So that is RF card -7DV2-DKW3-9R. And these are consumed when used, so you can't use this one. I'll apply that, and sure enough, that gets me down to $0 for my order. Next up, I continue to order review. Make sure everything's right. Importantly here, for this one, the email address is the big deal because that's where your Steam key will be delivered. So I'm going to click Submit Order. And the order is processed, and here I have thank you for your order screen. What will happen next is that I will be receiving an email at this email address that I've specified, and that will have my Steam key. That takes some number of minutes. We expect it to be there within 15 minutes. Sometimes something needs to take a little bit longer, but at this point I'm going to pause again and wait for that email to arrive, at which point I'll pick up with how to activate on Steam. Thanks. All right, we're back. I'm here with my email. I got an email immediately upon placing the order that thanked me for my order. It took a few minutes for the process to roll through and for me to get an update to my order, which should contain my Steam key. And here's my Steam key. That's excellent. I will be getting my Steam client ready to receive that in just a moment. Okay, I'm all logged in on Steam. Let's pull up my Steam client. There we go. In order to activate that key, I'm going to need it, so I'm going to Alt-Tab back over to Gmail and copy it into my clipboard. Highlight it in all, Control-C for copy, or you can right-click and choose copy. Now we'll go back to Steam. And I need to go to Games, activate a product on Steam. This is just the same way that you actually activated RealFlight Evolution, but this is a good refresher. And I'll go Next. I agree. I need to agree to the subscriber agreement, and I'll paste in my key. Click Next. And sure enough, we have seen a successful activation, and I will click point in RealFlight Evolution, we've got new DLC has been added to your account and will be installed along with the game. It's all here. Here's the DLC that I own. Pretty cool. I can click play on RealFlight. Need to choose a launch option. I'm using two monitors, so some of the stuff ends up on the other monitor. One tip is that you can click always use this option and this won't appear anymore, which is nice. RealFlight itself is going to launch on my other monitor, but I'll move it over as soon as it fires up. And sure enough, I have DLC because there is my erratics. I had already loaded it on another account, which is why it was the current aircraft. But this is a great little 3D flat foamy. Excellent airplane to learn practice maneuvers with. and the real one flies amazingly. I spent a lot of time with it. Developing this aircraft has made me a better pilot. Developing it for RealFlight. I'm not one of the developers out at Eli, but I do hang out with them from time to time, and that makes me a little bit cooler. We'll load up each of the aircraft in sequence, just to give you a glimpse of them. So we've got the Erratix is already here, the D-18, a lovely Golden Age twin. I really enjoy flying this airplane as well. It's just very friendly to fly. We have the Corsair, 1.2 meter. I love Corsairs. They're just such an iconic airplane. We have a couple of UMX planes, the Voodoo. We'll load up one that has landing gear. And this guy just rips around the sky. It's amazing what the 3S UMX planes can do. We have the Twin Otter, the UMX version. I love this airplane too. I know I've said this about them all, but the E-Flight development crew just does such a great job of making airplanes that fly nicely. This is a tiny little airplane that has no business flying as well as it does, and it really does just fly friendly like a much bigger model, and on a 1-cell battery, it's just amazing. And then for the sort of the headliner for this kit, this pack, we have the airliner. It's the RealFlight 676. I'm gonna fly this one a little bit just because it's a big guy, especially after you've had the Twin Otter on the screen. You throttle up. It's got a lot of power, not very heavy, as is usually the case with models, so it doesn't fly the same as a full-scale airliner unless you work hard. Well, you don't have to work hard, but you do need to work to make it fly in a scale-like fashion. But it is just so fun and graceful to zoom around the sky with a gigantic airplane. Let's bring it in for a pass. Turned a little wide there. We're really excited to have this first DLC out there, and I wanted to make sure that you had this video available as a resource on how to get it going if you've purchased a card at your hobby shop. And the same things apply if you're buying with a credit card on the website, but we really do encourage you to support your dealers. They're a big part of what makes this hobby work. So go out there, get those content cards, use it to get some content, make your RealFlight newer and more exciting. We'll be doing this quarterly. Thanks everybody for listening. Hope you have a great day and hope you have clear skies for flying.